Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rock and Review is so thrilled to bring you the incredible country music singer, songwriter, actress, TV host, global USO ambassador, Kellie Pickler. Thanks for coming on the show, Kellie.
Keep going. No.
It's all true.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. How are you? Good?
Doing great. And I love your backdrop here. You know, it's so great to be able to catch up with you. But, you know, when I saw that you were now the global USO ambassador, I know how much work you've done with the USO over the years. I'm like going, Kellie's not leaving anything for any of the rest of us. You're doing it all.
Well, I am upstairs in our house. This is our little singer songwriting room that we've turned into our USO room. I've been so blessed to work with the USO since 2007. Honored to be a USO global ambassador, of course.
Well, and you've toured all over the world over the years. And as you mentioned, Kellie, you've been doing this since 2007. But it's pretty amazing on all the different things. And what a special moment this year that it is the 80th anniversary of the USO.
Crazy.
And, you know, and you look at once again, and you're such a great artist and, you know, just a great person. But you look at some of the previous ambassadors, because I was mentioning to somebody else, it's like, yeah, I'm going to have Kellie Pickler on the show. You know, she's the global USO ambassador. And everybody goes, wasn't Bob Hope one years ago? And so you think about the luminaries that have come before you.
I got to tell you, first of all, thank you so much for your kind words. I got to tell you, one of the most just whoa moments in my life, I can't say career, but my life in general,
right.
Was being honored with the Bob Hope Award at the Pentagon a few years ago. And my husband and my sister were there to experience this with me. And I'm just going, oh, if my grandma were alive today. It's moments like that.
Yeah. That
she was the woman that I called mom. She was the woman that raised me. And I was so blessed to call her mom. I wish that she could have witnessed that moment. To have my name in the same sentence as Bob Hope is like it is, you know, I don't even know that I don't deserve that. It's not about me. I've been so blessed to work with the USO for so many years and be a part of things that matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not like to speak for anyone else, but I feel that Bob Hope would not want to be, he would not want this to be a moment that was about him. It would be about the people that he's serving those who serve. Mm-hmm. And this whole, I guess, family that I've built with the USO, what they've enabled me to be a part of, taking home to our servicemen and women and their families around the world for years. This is not some new thing that I'm testing out and trying to figure out if this is where I want to be. This is part of my family. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I've, again, been so blessed to work with the USO. They've introduced me to so many different people that have just made the ultimate sacrifice, been selfless, and enabled me to be a part of things that matter. So I was just, again, honored that they reached out to me to be an ambassador. So,
well, you know, and their statement for this year, as you know, Kellie, is giving thanks back. And I thought it was very interesting that with you and your husband, that obviously with doing the tours in person for our military all over the world, but also I want to hear a little bit about how you've been doing the virtual shows during this time of pandemic, which so many of us in our homes. I mean, how did you and your husband make that happen, Kellie?
It's interesting because for me, I am the, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but I'm like a people's person.
Mhm.
I want to hold your hand. I want to look into your eyes. I want to make eye contact.
Right.
It is imperative that people are hugged, that they are loved, that they are cared for, that they know that they matter.
Right.
This virtual thing has been tricky for me, to be honest, because I am such a hands-on, just like I want to hug you with my heart. I want to, again, remind you that you matter so much and you're cared for, you're loved. And, of course, for our servicemen and women, we need to make sure that they know we do not take what they do for granted. That's important. And there's a different way to communicate when you are speaking to someone in person versus, even what we're doing right now.
Right.
There's a difference when you can feel the energy and read the room, the people that you're immersed with. The USO, again, has enabled me to take home to servicemen and women around the world and their families. And I've been so fortunate to do so and be a part of that. Obviously, everyone wants to respect the, COVID restrictions. We want to make sure everybody's safe and everybody's following the proper guidelines and whatnot. And, my husband and I, along with my lead guitar player, Dave, he's a brother of mine. He has been on multiple USO tours with me.
Wow.
We were able to do a USO show and send a little bit of home to our servicemen and women, their families around the world via what we're doing right now.
Right.
And, we want to be respectful. We want to be responsible. We want to honor them and also make sure everybody's safe. It is a different feeling, though, because it's one thing to have a conversation like what we're having right now. And it's another thing if you were actually sitting right here and it was your face I was looking at and not a computer screen.
Right.
It just, we have to do what's right, what's safe for everybody and follow the guidelines and whatnot. And I just call it, to be honest, I call it common sense distancing.
Right.
But it just is what it is. But blessed to be a part of things that matter, even giving the time that we live in. I get to, still give back, and we all can.
Well, your personality has always been bigger than life, and everything you've done, from American Idol to winning Dancing with the Stars, with being in movies on Hallmark, having your own TV show. What are you looking at for your plans, with your music, with your shows, USO tours, everything, Kellie?
As far as this year goes, I think we're all kind of riding this roller coaster ride going wee or it just, what will be. And the moment that, touring opens back up and I'm able to get out there on the road and perform, I cannot wait. I've, again, lived on a tour bus since I was 19 years old, and the road is my home. And I've lived out of a suitcase for pretty much most of my life. I cannot wait to tour. I've been writing. My husband's a songwriter, producer, whatnot. And so we're writing and doing our thing. And I look forward to putting new music out there. And I look forward to the next USO tour. I'm interested to see what that's going to look like. And we have so many service members serving around the world, their families. Some of them are actually able to be stationed over there with them, depending on where they are stationed. So I look forward to taking home to them. I look forward to traveling. My husband and I we have worked, gosh, for 7 years with a benefit in Isla Mujeres in Mexico, which is
I was going to bring that up.
that's my home away from home.
And you've got a few popular friends joining you for that show.
Yes. I mean, we have Lee Bryce. We have so many people that are a part of this beautiful foundation where it benefits children with special needs. And it's called the Little Yellow Schoolhouse. And for 7 years, my husband and I have been, just a vocal advocate for these kids. It provides their medical care. It provides their education. We've raised so much money. And when I say we, not just Hal and I, but people that have been a part of this foundation for years.
Wow.
That have enabled these children to even have people come in and work with their parents or legal guardians on how to properly take care of them. Because these, again, are children of special needs, different disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So we're paying for the medical, the, school supplies, the health care of these children and how to properly train their guardian into being able to take care of them.
Right.
Food, everything. It has been one of the greatest blessings. I will say the USO and the Little Yellow Schoolhouse have been two of the greatest, most beautiful blessings I've been a part of in my life. And I won't say my career. It ain't about my career, it's about my life.
I don't know how you find time to do all these things and the great charity work, and obviously, with the hit songs and everything else you've done. But I want to make sure that our viewers keep up with you, by going to your website, going to your social media with everything that you have going. And I got to say, congratulations, Global USO Ambassador, Kellie Pickler. Appreciate you coming on the Rock Interview and talking about some of the great things you're doing.
Thank you for having me. It ain't about me, but thank you.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.